It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo notes, sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you. It's the NFL on.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. The game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram, 7 catches, 116 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long.
Now Burrow loses the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
first run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 42. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Texans at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack has gotten him down here, but now when you start to lean on that running game, that's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Come on, set! Opposite, green.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Pass incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To the air again, Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, here's Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Marcus Davenport with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. It's fielded at the 45. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Texans to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but don't let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and a couple. Burrow. Open man right side is Ingram. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the league. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. But Houston's offense taking over again. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On third down, here's Pierce. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Ready.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And this will be taken at the 13. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
11 Palmer, 11 MT, hey.
It's Mixon on the counter. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be needed for it. He got 4 on 3rd down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. On the move past the 40, past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's once again complete to Chark. Touchdown, Texans! DJ Chark, 32 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A toss running left. It's Pierce, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit. It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Burrow on play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Now it's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Burrow. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. Back now in Houston. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Another try for Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and that is incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trying by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that lines up incomplete. They can't hook up on fourth and goal from the 4. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards, good enough for first. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Ready?
Pierce now up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 2 touchdowns. 2:25 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here we go.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And out of bounds right around the 20. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing, Burrow. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Burrow. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. To throw, Burrow. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. McPherson on for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. That time, a 9-play drive. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Bulldozes past him. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.